Thank you so much for tuning in. I just want to share a little bit with you about elum. Um, the training is a series of trainings, and I want to talk about each of them. There are three. The first is elum, the awakened mule. That is a presentation, and it's about me and my own history with trauma and the different ways and processes that I have used to lighten my burden. And so I'm very excited to finally talk about my own trauma. The second presentation is called elum, self-care, vocation, and human services. And it's about how each of us who are committed to providing human services can begin to do this deep cleansing. It's not that we can't, that we really owe it to ourselves to discover, uncover whatever is like emotionally blocking. And for me, in this presentation, is about our trauma, these unresolved or what could be under-resolved traumas that really seep out. We might say, no, this is not bothering my work life. But very often, our unresolved traumas, our unresolved, deeply internalized indifference, our deep depression and anxiety does affect the quality of work that we do. And so I'm really excited about this training that is just for human services. And finally, elum, African American women and girls and the history of the United States. And this training means so much to me because it is about telling the history from the perspective of the African American woman, of African Americans. And so it really is about looking at Great Britain and looking at this new creation called the United States of America and the role that Black women's bodies have played in the enrichment, literally the enrichment of the United States and the trauma that enrichment cost the collective of African Americans. And so that part is really important. But it's not just that we want to know history. We really want history as a foundation as we look at the disproportionately heavy load that poor and working class Black women carry today. And so I'm so excited that these trainings are inspired by Zora Neale Hurston, and that I have felt inspired to talk about their eyes were watching God and using that literature to highlight our need to know more, to see deeper. It's not just that their eyes were watching God. In some way, each of us is so connected to the universe that really God's eyes are watching us.